All right, we're back. So this week, I decided to keep going off Shane's recommendations to me. I think the last one was Event
Edgar
Horizon,
Rice
right?
Burroughs.
And now today we're doing John Carter. Now these are movies that I personally never seen before. I mean, it's been recommended to me, and for some reason I put them off, and I don't know why. So
Yeah.
I watched
Why?
I don't know. So as soon as this movie's over, right? I know. I was telling Heather like I don't know why this movie didn't get as big of a hit as it did.
Yeah. Why
Okay,
didn't it? Because
and
that name was too simple?
see that's the name I want to talk to you about. Before we get onto the name, Heather told me like, why would you think this would be big? I'm like, shut up. You only watched like 20 minutes of this whole 2 hours. Whatever. How long was this movie? Let me
I
take a
don't
look.
know. It's a little long.
It's a little long, so 132 minutes, so a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and 12
Yeah.
minutes. And she's like, I don't see why this is big. Yeah, because you only watch like the last 45 minutes of it, okay, with me, because I had to finish watching this, because I've just finished watching it today, the
Yeah.
last
And this is
15
based
minutes.
on a book.
Oh, this is based on a book. Because I was
Oh,
going to
this is
ask you.
this is based on a book that's been around for almost 100 years, I think now.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I don't know. They call it John Carter, and I never heard of it. Let's see I remember when was advertised. You go in
Yeah.
the theater and they had that symbol. You see the John Connor symbol, the John,
Yes.
not Connor, John,
John
whatever.
Carter. No, it's John
John
Carter.
We're going to call it
You
John Connor.
you
But
want to say John Connor, because I want to say that too.
you do,
I
don't you?
do.
Anybody doesn't know what that means, they should get
Well,
off our show now.
okay, so let me go
But
over the name.
anyways,
But let me
let's
go
put
on
it
the
this way.
name first. Let me
Well, I
go
would
over
just
the
say,
name.
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
So you said John Carter. You almost said John Connor, and I was gonna say the same thing, right? Why
Yeah.
are all these like main people, right? John Rambo,
I don't
John
know.
Matrix, John Constance. Is it no? Is it John Constantine? I can't remember.
Well, let's put this. No, it's not John Constantine, I don't
Oh,
think. But
okay.
anyways, I would go ahead and say that
John Wick.
the writers are so hard at work writing this crazy stories that they just really don't have any time to come up with a good name.
So just John Connor. It's just
Yeah,
John Carter. Yeah. I
yeah.
almost did it again.
Could have been Joe.
Cause now I'm thinking, like, imagine not naming the
I'm surprised
Terminator
because
movie.
surprised it's not
Terminator.
GI. I'm surprised it's not GI John instead of GI Joe.
I was just yeah. So instead of just saying like, imagine they don't name the Terminator movie the Terminator, right? They just call it John Connor.
Yeah, and would you go see a movie called John Carter
I don't think so. I think
over Terminator? Because see, here's the thing. Here's where we get it. This book it's a book it's written by what is it? Edgar Rice Burroughs. He's the guy who created Tarzan.
oh yes, it's called Princess of Mars.
It is called Princess of Mars. Is the
Oh,
name of the book.
you know what? I would have found that name more interesting than John
I would have
Carter.
found that name more interesting
Oh,
too. But see, but the genius is Disney. You know, Disney knows so much more than everybody else.
so
They named their movie after some guy's name instead of Princess of Mars, and the story was about the Princess of Mars. So
yeah,
we
the
should have
Princess of Mars.
it should have just called it Princess of
Oh,
Mars. Because if they would have said that, I would have known what they were talking about. Because I kept saying, "What is Connors?
John Carter. Yes.
John Carter."
So
That's the problem. That's why people can't get it because they can't even say the last name.
But okay, so let's talk about the title, right? Like Princess of Mars is a good name. You and I both agree. They could, if
Yeah,
they want to rename it, right? I would have also been fine with the Tales of Barsoom. But then it's
yeah,
like it's interesting.
Awesome.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
because that's what it is, right? His nephew is reading his story
And
of
here's the neat thing about the nephew. You know what the nephew's name was, right?
Ned.
No, it's Edgar Rice
Oh,
Burroughs.
that's
He
right.
named him after the author of the book.
That's right.
So it's basically because like the author is when he wrote the book,
Uh,
he's been told the story by his uncle, rich
so
uncle.
so the more we talk about it, now I understand why it didn't do so well. First of all, the name John Carter, right? I feel like I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like the Princess of
Yeah.
Mars would sound better.
A lot of people just I mean it was I always saw it was widely advertised, but it's like nobody went and saw it.
Yeah, I remember the trailers too. It just didn't catch my
I saw it. I was yeah. Well,
attention
you
when it
just
says
get
John
your attention.
Carter.
I don't know what was going on then, but I saw it. I saw it. I was like, huh, everybody's missing out.
Because when I saw it, like it got me pretty intrigued. I'm like, did he just go on another planet? Because like
Yeah.
when he got that medal, he shot that third guy, right, or one
Yeah.
of them, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? He like, cause he started jumping really high, and I'm like, oh my god, is he on another planet? Cause the
Yeah.
gravitational pull
Yeah.
on Mars,
Anybody
right?
knows anything about Superman sure got it the first time he started jumping around because Superman comes from a planet that has a high
higher gravity pool.
Even though it doesn't really make any sense if you think about it, because Superman was an infant when he came to Earth, so he should have automatically adapted to our planet instead of all that. But
that makes sense. Yes.
Because automatically, if we go to Earth, if we go to Mars, we're going to be able to carry all kinds of crap.
Interesting that you said that. So, Man of Steel did the same thing. Remember Man of Steel, right? When Kal-El first got into the ship of the General Zod, and he had trouble breathing.
Yeah.
And then General Zod is like,
you're not used to
it. We gotta give him time to adjust to the breathing. I'm like, why is it just the breathing? Why is it not everything else? Like you just said, I never thought about that. You know?
Yeah, come on, Superman.
Since we haven't talked about Man of Steel, I want to point out the other thing. I was listening to another podcast, right? And they were saying, remember that scene where Kevin Costner told Kal-El to wait because he doesn't want everybody to see him, right? Then the guy was thinking like, but he's Superman, right? If he just did it really fast, no one would have any idea that he was gone. Right? No one would have any idea. Like, he's back at that moment. No one knew it. Like, but then I think they just do it for the dramatic effect for the movie.
Well, I don't know. Well, when we talk about Man of Steel, I guess that's something we'll tackle.
So I mean, I'm just asking you this out there, right? No, I understand the jumping thing because the Mars gravitational is not pulling so hard. So is that why he seems stronger? Because he's punching.
Yeah, that's why he's stronger. Oh. Yeah, because he punched that one alien. Well, he punched that one Martian guy and he killed him immediately. Yeah. It's one punch, pal. He's dead.
Yeah, so he's kind of like the Superman of
he is Mars. The Superman on Mars. He comes to Mars, he's a Superman.
And there's one thing that bothered me, the language barrier thing. As soon as that lady gave him some kind of drink, and then suddenly the next scene is
the voice of us. What is it called? The voice? I think it's called the voice of Barsoom.
Oh, okay. And then that's why he can understand all of them.
He can understand it and he can speak their language.
That remind me that scene of the Hunt for Red October. It's just like,
oh, come on. You always do that. Every time we do this language thing, because it's like, oh, it's the Hunt for Red October.
Because that's the first thing I ever seen.
I love that scene.
Right. But that's the first thing I ever saw.
That's the first thing I ever seen, too.
And it was so funny because we were so young. You and I were young at the time, right? But we instantly got like,
I like to think we're still young now.
Yeah, we're still young now, but like, I'm talking about teens, like we were teenagers, right?
Oh yeah,
but then we understood it, like, oh, this is what they're trying to do. No one had to tell us.
Everybody understood it. I'd hope. I'm sure there was. I'm sure there's some people in there. What are they doing? What happened?
I don't know what happened. Let me hold on. Let me tell you about something funny, okay? That you will probably get even though you don't have any. I just got a new tattoo, right? It just say the warrior.
I seen it.
So. It was just yesterday, and the tattoo artist tells me, his name is Jesse. Jesse said, like, hey, I just want to let you know because people come back to me after this, right? If you twist and turn your arm, it's not going to be straight anymore. I'm like, what? I knew that. Yeah, but he said, you have no idea how many people come back to me, right? Asking me to fix their tattoo because when they turn their arm, it's not straight anymore. And I'm thinking, like, there's a lot of stupid people out there. And that's what remind me of the Hunt of Red October. Like, if you don't understand what's going on, those are the people that you talk to about, like, hey, stupid, come here. And they don't get offended at all because they don't understand that joke or how humiliating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
think they did the same thing in John Connor with John Carter. I almost said it again. John Carter. Okay? They just do the drink. I'm like, oh, he suddenly understand him. Great. We don't have to read subtitles anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
This is still, I guess, at that time. This movie's 10 years ago.
But you know what the really dumb people are? There's those people sitting in the theater thinking, why don't we get something like that and give it to everybody on Earth that we all speak the same language?
You know, we don't have to worry about, like, dude, can he drink this? Are we going to poison him?
Yeah, well, they didn't think about that because apparently he wasn't supposed to get that. Remember?
Yeah, he wasn't. Oh, she gave it to him on purpose.
Yeah, she gave it to him
because you said something. Like, you know, you will understand if you want to or something like along those lines. I'm just paraphrasing.
But then, of course, her father wasn't happy because she gave it to him.
Yes. And I thought it was a really good twist when they say, like, oh, that's your daughter, isn't it? And Taku, right? I can't remember his name. He got upset, like, who told you? Like, dude, nobody told me. I don't even talk to anyone else except for you.
Yeah. Well, he's just intuition.
His intuition, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he said his father's intuition, and we never really got the the backstory of John Carter that much.
What do you mean? We got enough.
We got enough, but not like too much.
He went off to war. He left his wife and his
Yeah.
kid behind, and they got killed.
They got killed. Yep, that's all we really know.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know.
I mean, like, I thought the story was really well written to where, like, that was part of the movie, right? I forgot that the nephew was reading all of this.
Yeah,
Until they start to bring it back, like, whoa, how is he gonna go back? And like, oh, John Carter is genius. I love how it ended because, like, I want to see it, but I don't need to.
Yeah, that's good. And yeah, you're right. It's
really
kind of
good.
like, yeah, it's the way it ended. It ended with we can imagine.
We can imagine it's the whole time he just want to go back, and then
We know that he goes. We pretty much assume that he makes it back to his wife.
right. And I want to assume that the last one that was watching him, that was Mark Strong, right?
Yeah, that was Marsh. Well, the last person watching him,
Like, whoever
was the
that
person
wanted
that
to
sent
turn-
him. The guard that sent him back to Earth was Mark Strong.
Yes, but so at the end when he killed the one of them to get that medal, is
Yeah.
that Mark Strong? Or is
No, that was not. That's just
Oh.
another one.
Okay, that's why I thought too. It's just one of them
Yeah.
watching.
It's just another one of the ones on Earth watching, because there's apparently a lot on Earth watching around too.
Oh, that makes sense. It's several of them.
Yeah, there's a whole group of them.
And you know what's really funny in the movie, right? Right at the end, in the end, in the middle when he needed an army, I knew he was gonna challenge that new king or emperor. Of
Yeah,
that
the guy
race.
with the
Like, first they gotta do that gladiator thing, and then you can challenge the king. And then, like, I didn't expect him to. I thought it was gonna be a good fight. Then he just
Yeah,
cut
he
his head
cut his head off immediately. It's like,
But-
ugh, like
but the
that
shot-
gladiator.
But the shot, yeah, it's gladiator. The shot, it makes it look like I thought he cut him in half. But I'm like, come on, this is a Disney movie. They're not gonna cut him in half. But they just show the head rolling. And my son,
Yeah.
my younger son, was watching it with me, right? And he's like, "Hey, Daddy, can you rewind it back? I didn't see how he killed him." I'm like, "Okay." So I rewind it back, and we watch that scene again. And he's like, "Oh, he's dead. His head fell off." I'm like, "Yeah, his head fell off. He didn't cut it at all."
Yeah, that's PG right there.
No, well, I think it's PG-13. At least they didn't show. Like,
No.
they got
The,
away
the
with
murder,
that stuff,
the killing was PG right there.
They
The head
got
just fell
away
off.
with all these stuff because all the alien blood were blue.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be a rated R if the blood
Yeah.
wasn't blue.
It's okay. It's okay as long as it's not red.
That's the same thing why Quentin Tarantino in Kill Bill Volume 1, everything was in black and white in that that scene. Like, they couldn't do that in color, otherwise it would not be rated R.
Yeah, because killing's killing no matter what you do. But hey,
Yeah.
if you do it in a different color, it's okay.
Exactly, just like what they did in the first Mortal Kombat game in Super Nintendo. They took away the blood, and then nobody liked the game. And the second one is like, hey, let's not do that anymore. No one liked the first one. We gotta put the blood back.
Yeah, realism.
You know, I'm interested to see, right? Like, I want to put this movie as one of our lists of, like, hey, we don't think a lot of people watch Strange Days. We
Yeah,
don't think a lot of
didn't
people
watch
watch
Strange
yeah, John Carter. And I know there was another movie that we talked about on here that not a lot of people know. And I can't remember what it is right now.
I don't know, but Event Horizon was one that a lot of people skimmed
Oh, I'm
over.
so glad. Yeah, Event Horizon's probably another one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that people skip. I mean, there's so many movies skipped out because I mean, movies are challenging each other for,
That's true.
you know, and then some of them just don't make it. I mean, they just don't get a big send off when they make it on
Yes.
home theater. So
And you know what's
That's
another
how
MacGuffin?
I don't know. I think
noticed?
a lot of movies are coming back with Netflix and all that. A lot of people are starting to see stuff that nobody saw.
Yeah, now I want to talk about it, right? Like, hey, I want to talk about John Carter. Like, dude, that movie was 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, the problem is a
but
lot
I
of
just
people.
saw it.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be able to watch it though, I mean, the problem with this movie, it's going to be fine. You can watch it now.
Yeah, because it's
It's
on Disney
relevant.
Plus.
Yeah, well, plus I mean, it doesn't really have a time period. The time period takes place in the 1800s anyway, so
Yes, it's like a futuristic movie at the same time is a movie from the past.
yeah, it's in the 1800s, and it
'Cause-
just happens to go to a world that's kind of got still princesses and stuff, but they got advanced technology.
Yeah, they have advanced technology.
Well,
but
they
live in
use
the old
energy.
days.
They like to use energy stuff. They don't have to do water anymore.
Yes. And I think it kind of mirrors, like, I guess our society in a way when Mark Strong's character is like, hey, they just get to, it's like they're the 1%, right? They get together and they decide this is the
Yeah.
man that's going to rule whatever until they decide
Yeah,
it's
well,
time
they
to
just
move on.
they're like, this is our planet. We're just gonna take care of it. They already ruined it.
you're gonna need to help me out here. So I was looking at the cast, right? So the only person I knew was Mark Strong, but Willem Dafoe was in this movie, and I have no idea
Yeah,
who
it's
it
one of the
was.
aliens.
Oh, so okay, I got you.
No, who's the guy from Breaking Bad was in it? How did you not? How did you miss him?
From Breaking Bad. Oh, the
Bryan
Bryan
Cranston.
Cranston. Oh, I recognized Bryan Cranston when I saw him.
Well, a while ago you said you didn't recognize him.
I mean, like, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Bryan Cranston, Mark Strong,
Yeah.
and well, I didn't recognize Willem Dafoe because he was probably just a voice.
I think it was a voice, and somebody else that's real a big name was a voice too.
Oh, okay. Who was the main character? Who is Taylor Kitsch?
He didn't. He kind of. I guess I don't know what to say about him. I guess he fizzled.
Oh, he's in Friday Night Lights, but the
Yeah, he was in a lot of movies. Well, he was.
He was
big and
Bishop.
upcoming.
Was it? No, I mean, was it not Bishop? Cable. I mean, Gambit. What the heck am I? I'm getting all my ex. Was he Gambit?
I thought he was.
Yeah, he was Gambit, right? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of didn't become as big as he was supposed to.
No.
But I want to point out though, while we're talking about that, the princess.
Yeah,
the princess is she's in X-Men Wolverine Origin.
Oh, she
plays his wife.
Yeah, his wife. Yes.
What is it? What was her something Fox?
Lynn
Silver
Collins.
Fox. Yeah, Lynn Collins, her real name. But
yeah, Silver. Yeah, Kayla Silver
yeah.
Fox. Yes.
Which she is actually in the comic book. So.
Yes. Oh, you know what? She was really pretty in this movie. I'm looking at the pictures on Wikipedia. I can't recognize her. Like, she looks different.
Because she's a blonde, isn't she?
No, she's not blonde. She looks kind of.
I think in real life she's blonde.
Yeah, I guess. Well, in the movie she's redheaded and she has blue eyes, and I find out like, whoa, I hardly even see any because her hair was kind of black. Oh, she was redhead.
No, she was a redhead. She was black. She had black hair.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Her hair was
black hair and bright
blue eyes. Yeah, I saw that like, wow, that really bringing out the blue, you know.
And they kept calling them the red people.
I thought of a joke when I was watching this movie, right? Because they call it John Carter, and still nobody's seen it, right? Because it started like, this is a very heavily driven white cast of this whole movie.
Okay.
And I was like, if they call this movie like John Wong, no one's going to see that anyway. So it doesn't matter if they call it John Carter, John Connor, John Wick, John Constantine, John Rambo, John Matrix. I'm going to name one of my sons John now just because there's so much Johns in the world. Now it sounds like a sex joke. I don't know what just happened here. There's a lot of Johns, okay?
There's a lot of Johns.
I did like the little things that didn't matter was like those babies of those Turks or those aliens. It's like they had this scene where like, okay, the babies are hatching and they came to pick it up and they only pick up a certain number. And they asked like, what do we do with the rest of them? Or shoot them?
Yeah, well, they only it's all about strength. It's like they're Spartans. Only the strong survive in their society.
So that's why they kill off the ones that they think they're.
Yeah, they're all about strength in their group.
Huh, interesting. So that was just a little thing they had.
So yeah, if you're a runt, you got killed.
I mean, the other conversation I thought it was really interesting is when they talk about the ships of the sky and ships of the sea.
Yeah.
That was a good conversation between like Deja and John Carter.
Yeah.
And I did like that they
she didn't believe him. She didn't believe him because he said, "Oh, our ships are on oceans." She's like, "There's no ocean."
Yeah, there's no oceans here, and that's when he realized like, "What the hell am I?" But he knew that like where the hell he was before he get used to his weight in this planet.
And then we also find out though the way he travels, which is important, makes a clone of it.
Yes, so there's a
it doesn't take his body doesn't go with him. So if somebody kills your body on Earth, they will kill you there.
Oh yes, no.
That's why at the end of the movie he makes a tomb to guard his body. It doesn't have a lock on the outside. It only has on the inside. So
and he only there's only one secret way that he could press to open the door, which was pretty small. And they didn't reveal that until the very end.
Yeah. So
because the whole movie you thought like he just went over there.
Yeah, so basically we kind of start with somewhere. We actually you see the movie, the main movie. The story starts after he gets sent home.
Yes,
and then we go to the story, the movie, and then we get the Davis when they.
So the prequel was within this movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say that.
And also, I want to say so now that I'm thinking about it, is there like a John Carter version on Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune?
I don't know. That shows all these planets. That could have been.
It's kind of like they took the idea from the one, right? The Jet Li's movie, and like it's like a multiverse, but within this only universe. It's like a what
No.
person? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
No, I don't know what you're saying because I don't see it as a multiverse at all. I can't even say
no,
you can
not a
put those terms
multiverse,
to it.
but like I'm talking about like they took a multiverse idea, right, to put in a universe. Like there's a one version of that person in every single planet. Like in this case, it's just Mars and Earth.
Only if you travel to that
Yeah,
planet.
only if you travel to that. And I like those I don't know, the
But I'm
higher
sure
place
that that
guy.
body probably disappears though when you're gone.
The body disappears. So if that's the case, why would you have to worry about you getting killed on another planet?
You have to worry about you getting killed on Earth while your body's asleep.
Oh, I thought you meant disappear. Like even the Earth one disappears.
No,
I
there's
got
one notice, but
confused.
the other one lays there, and if it gets killed, I mean the bodies link up, so whatever happens to you in both worlds. I mean it's kind of like the 13th floor.
Oh, that's the other movie. The 13th Floor is another movie that not a lot of people see.
Yeah, where you plug in, but if you get killed in the game, it kills you in real life.
Huh.
Well, but that's because your body transfer for your avatar to the other body.
You know that part is really good too about like trapping the tomb so that no one can get to him.
Yep, you don't want anybody to get to your body.
And that part at the ending also surprised me when his nephew opened the door and he wasn't there.
Yeah,
Because the guy was about to kill him, like, oh, you guys sound like, oh, that's brilliant. He was
Yeah.
just wanting that. He just did that to get the medal. It's something so
he did
simple.
all that. He did all that to trap one of them guys.
Yep, just something so simple. You know, he just know that he's being watched. So it's kind of like a heist movie in a way too.
Yeah, that's the heist piece. Yeah, in a way, because you think he found it, but he never found anything. He just wanted them to think that he found something.
You know.
But yeah, I was surprised too when he opens that door and then boom, he comes out of the bushes and shoots it.
Yeah, because I was like, what is they gonna do? Like, what's gonna happen? You know, because I know that. I don't know, that Humphrey Bogart looking alien person is like, it's gonna kill John Carter. Like, he just didn't know, like, because he was surprised too, like, oh, he's not in there, what's going on? And he gets shot.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, oh, you know, you guys are not immortal because I shot one of you, you know,
Yeah.
back on Earth.
Well, they're immortal. They're not undestructible.
So those people, they
live
could
forever.
travel through planets, right?
They set up something that could travel through planets. For all we know, in this movie, they're controlling Earth.
Oh.
But we don't know that. Maybe somebody else, some other
So they
branch
could
of
controlling Earth, okay.
Because they're controlling Mars.
Right. And you know what? They didn't ever touch on that really, like, but so important. The ninth ray. I thought it was going to be like a contributing factor in this movie, right? But it's really not.
Yeah, it's some kind of light power they use.
Yeah, but then it's not something that they use.
Yeah,
though, you know?
it's not really something that you got to know anything about. It's just like the MacGuffin of this movie.
Oh, yeah, it is the MacGuffin. There's so many kind of like MacGuffins in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they had the neat things with the airship battles. I thought that was cool.
Oh, the midship battle is cool.
The airships are awesome.
Yeah, the airship looked like the wings of the dragonfly.
Well, yeah, they used the energy. They used probably like solar energy, the stuff that's set up on top of the solar winds and stuff. Who knows what they did? Energy. They used some kind of deal because you can see all those little mirrors reflecting heat. They probably let heat go up under them and hold them.
Ah.
Up in there. They were more advanced people. They look like they're from the old days, but they're more advanced than John Carter's
you know what?
people.
That's the another thing that's from the old days, right? They still do that thing in this movie where like, hey, if you get married, right, our countries come together and there will be peace.
Yeah, well, we still do that in our world today.
Yeah, I was thinking we still do
small
that.
Nations,
like
small nations.
Not like it's gonna be a big hit. Like it's not like the president of America is gonna marry the I don't know whatever of France and then become peace. Like we don't do that now. You know?
Yeah, we don't do that. People would be upset about that.
We just
But again, we're not a monarchy, so
yeah,
monarchy.
Monarchy.
That's a monarchy sometimes, ain't it?
Well, I guess you could pronounce it that way. Who's to say that you're wrong?
Hey, I'm saying it's a monarchy because it is a monarchy.
Yeah, not a monarchy. I got you.
It's not a
I
monarchy.
never heard it pronounced like that before.
I'm not pronouncing it right, so that's why you've never heard it pronounced that way. I'm intentionally messing it up. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's monarchy. I know. It's like tomatoes and was it potato and potato? You know?
No, it's not like that at all.
Okay.
It's like saying something smart, and every time you say it's smart, I say stupid.
Oh, okay. I thought we were just mispronouncing the word.
No, I am not
Oh,
mispronouncing
okay.
the word. I'm using another word that sounds similar.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to save you, but it's okay now. It's
No,
all
you're
gone
not
in the
saving.
past.
You don't have to save me because I'm doing it intentionally.
Oh, so when did you see this movie? Was it like a little bit after it was released?
Yeah, it was a little bit after it released.
Like,
I'm
so
pretty sure. I don't think I saw it at the theaters, but yeah, as soon as it came on video, I mean, yeah, DVD, I saw it.
What made you interested? Because like, I mean, the
Come
advertising,
on.
like the
Well,
marketing didn't work.
it had a princess, and it was awesome.
Oh, and the president was awesome.
I was like, huh. Well, it looked interesting. I mean, it had airships in it, had a guy fighting the deal. And then I read about it. It said the Princess of Mars and stuff. It was that Tarzan story. I thought, oh, this would be good.
So
I mean, for the trailer, to me, looked interesting. I don't see how it could have been a bad.
So the trailer looked interesting too, but like I can't remember the trailer because I didn't watch it recently, but it never told me anything about Mars.
Yeah, I don't think they told you anything, but you just go see it.
Yeah, it's when I guess like, are they on another planet? I thought he would travel back in time first, or some kind of time thing.
Oh, no.
Because I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know what the movie was about. I didn't know it was gonna include Mars in this movie.
Yeah, I think it even said so. I read an article on it. So.
Oh yeah,
a lot of other people writing a big movie that nobody went to go see because it's supposed to be a big movie. It's supposed to be like merchandised, and they're gonna make several sequels to it.
You know what I really like now? When they say John Carter of Mars, right, and they put that JCM, I really like that design. I'm like,
they showed that symbol. That symbol was all the way in all the theaters before the movie come out.
Yeah, I don't remember it though. Like, because that's why I don't remember. Yeah.
Man, you just go through the life like, huh?
I sure did.
Even though you spent tons of time at the theater.
This is the era of the MCU, and then Disney threw a movie like that out there. Can you imagine? Like, can you remember anything besides Pixar during this time of the MCU saga? Or Phase 1, 2, and 3.
But when did John Carter come out? That's older than MCU, ain't it?
No, it's within Iron Man came out 2008.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, we're already 4 years into this movie. The first Avengers movie already came out by this time.
Oh, okay. Well, right. That's probably why we missed it.
I don't say we missed it. They didn't spend enough marketing on this, even though
I thought they did. I saw so much. That's what I'm saying.
I saw. Even though they did, right? It feels like
I think it's just the name didn't work.
Yeah, I don't think the name worked. John Carter. It's like when you hear a name like that, right? You think like, is this a real person? Kind of
it's like that other movie. What was it? Live, Die, Repeat?
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow.
The Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, and then they changed it.
Yeah, they changed the name of it.
They should have done this to this one.
They should have changed it. They should have started with a better name to begin with.
They should. I feel like
because that's what hurt. Yeah. What's it? What is the final title of that movie?
Which movie?
Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow.
They actually put it together. They put Live, Die, Repeat really large front, right? And then it's kind of like the subtitle is The Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that hurts.
But when the movie came out, it was called The Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
it wasn't until the DVD movie release, at home.
Yeah, it's confused. They kept changing the name back and forth because they couldn't make up their mind. There's another movie they did that with, and it kind of hurt it. 13th Warrior.
Oh, there's another movie not a lot of people have seen. You and I saw it.
Yeah,
I know I seen this.
Because the original title was called Eaters of the Dead or something like that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was called that, and they changed the name, and it confused people.
Oh, I remember seeing the 13th Warrior. That's another one that I saw on the DVD too, and I'm like, well, this movie is actually pretty good.
Yeah, this movie is awesome. Yeah. How could we miss it? Antonio Banderas, who would have thought? And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was a good role for him too. We got to put that on our list because I love these movies that not a lot of people know, and like, why not?
Yeah, but it's Eaters of the Dead.
Oh. And I got rewatched that, the 13th Warrior. Like,
I did rewatch it too. I need to pull it out, man. I got it on DVD, and I was like, "Oh, this is." Well, I wanted to see it when it's called Eaters Dead. I was like, "Oh, this sounds cool," because they said it was like a Viking movie. And I was like, and then finally, it's like, "Oh, I found it. It was called 13th Warrior."
Now I've been thinking just the last couple of minutes that we're talking, right? You know what this also remind me of? One of my favorite games on Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda. It's a game. The main character is not Zelda. The main character is Link. If they call this the Princess of Mars, right? The Adventures of John Carter, that would have been better too. Because now it's like, okay, now I'm a little bit more interested in instead of John Carter. You know what's really funny, Shane? I have our overlay on this when I'm talking to you, right? It says John Carter right in front of my face, and yes, sometimes I still say John Connor.
We're going to see John Connor for a while.
I know. I just can't help it.
So they'll be like, "Who saved the Princess of Mars?" Oh, John Connor.
The Princess of Mars.
After he beat the Terminator, he showed up and saved the Princess of Mars
with the help of his mother.
With the help
he got the Master Sword. He got the Master Sword.
Yeah, the Master Sword.
Oh man. Yeah, just so much bad title. Like I think that's the title of this episode. John Carter didn't work. We named each of the Princess of Mars. But its original title.
The Princess. They should have kept with the Princess. I don't know why they thought, hey, let's change it.
Because
I think the problem. I think they just want to make John Carter the hero and start selling John Carter stuff. Because they couldn't. Because if they would have made sequels, it would have been John Carter on Uranus.
Why is that planet the first one?
Yeah, you would really want to go there. But you think like John Carter of Jupiter, which is all a gas planet, so I don't know what he's going to do there.
You know what I will also enjoy in this movie? When him and Deja like was in that like a astrology room, right? And then she was naming the planet, and he was saying it in our language, I guess, on Earth. I really enjoyed that part because they only did 4, right? They didn't keep going, and that's when you know, like, oh, Barsoom and Jossum is just Mars and Earth respectively, and I like that a lot because a lot of other movies like wouldn't even bother with that, like just stick with the same name. It wasn't until like Barsoom and Jossum, like, what the hell are they talking about? Until they got to that scene, like, oh, everything else makes more sense. So what I'm trying to say to you, Shane, is just that I realize this movie is too smart for a lot of people.
Maybe that's why no one went to see it. Maybe people looked at him. They're like, "So how's John Carter?" They're like, "It's too smart for you, dude. Stay home."
So for those people like you, probably don't like Star Trek. It's too smart for you.
Yeah, the Prime Directive applies to you. So.
You need something like
non-interference.
Not even Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
You need something movie like a date movie and not another teen movie. Those are your level.
Yeah. Oh, and not another teen movie is actually a pretty good movie. So I don't know what we're hating on.
No, another teen. I don't think I've seen that one. The parody, right?
Yeah.
No, another teen movie. Oh, I never seen it.
It's got Captain America in.
Oh, I know. It's really funny. He wasn't in She's All That too. Chris Evans was in.
I never saw that. Never saw it.
I think she was in. Yeah, She's All That.
I'm gonna go ahead and say he is, but no, I never seen that.
Because Freddie Prinze Jr. is in She's All That, and I think Chris Evans played the same character, but I don't want to double check that, but
It might have.
Yep.
I don't know.
Hey, Chris Evans came a long way. Okay.
He came a long ways because I'm like, dude, that's Captain America.
That's
now.
Captain America. That's Captain
Well,
America.
It's not Captain America now, but it was Captain America.
Yeah, but he was a version of Captain America.
Yep, he was a Captain America.
And I still like the new Captain America.
I like the new Captain America too.
I do too. Yep, because it's the whatever.
Well, yeah, I pretty much like Captain America.
Yeah,
so
pretty much like Captain America. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, because Captain America's going to have to change if Captain America is going to continue to be around in the MCU.
So since we're on that subject, remember in the comic books, Falcon becomes Captain America, right?
Yes, he does.
And nowadays, now that some people out there are upset that Captain America is black, I'm like, what? The reason why I brought this up is, right, the new Little Mermaid live action movie trailer came out recently. I don't know if you knew. And a lot of people on the internet are complaining that Ariel is black. And I'm thinking, like, does mermaid really have race that you have to depend on to...
Well, I never met any mermaids.
Yeah,
so
I haven't either.
Know.
They are a mythical creature that they create in books. So, for all I know, the color doesn't really matter, right?
Well, let me put it this way. You never watched Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. I think.
Okay. You saw the one with the mermaids in it, right?
Yes. Even in Hulk, they had mermaids in it.
Yeah, but I just want to touch on the ones from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
You remember what the mermaids in Pirates of the Caribbean were like, right?
I can't remember, but I didn't have any problems with it.
They ate people. You don't remember that? They ate people.
I didn't remember that.
That is the story that
makes so much sense.
That's the thing. We love mermaids, and we like we like, oh, the little mermaid. But I'm like, the real true story of the mermaid
is
she sings songs and draws you into the water with them.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
They pull you from your ship. That's what they want you to get in the water with them. Why do they want you to get in the water with you? Because you're their food.
Yep. That's how they Oh, I completely forgot about that. It's been a long time since I've seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Or Caribbean.
It's like either way. Yeah. Tomato, like you said.
Yeah.
But anyways, like I said, that was the fourth movie. So
Oh, I don't think I seen the fourth movie. I stopped at the Stranger Tides, the one with Chow and Fat.
Oh, well then you haven't seen the Mermaids.
I have not seen the Mermaids.
No, you haven't. You need to watch the next one then.
Yeah, because the last one, does the last one have, it didn't have one of the main cast, right? The only person it had was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, the next two changed cast.
Oh, okay. It didn't have.
I think there's five. I think there's five.
I was good. I didn't want to say.
I haven't
Orlando.
seen it. I haven't seen the fifth one. Yeah, he only appears in three.
Okay, I didn't want to say
Keira
Orlando,
Knightley and
Orlando Bloom.
They only appear in the first three.
I didn't want to say Orlando Bloom. I want to say the elf from the Lord of the Rings movies.
But you didn't know his name, did you?
I didn't know his name. It's Orlando Bloom. But I just want to call him the elf from the
No,
Lord of the Rings
you didn't name. Yeah, but you didn't know. You don't know his elf name, do you?
Oh, I can't remember his elf name.
Say that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It would have been funny if you would have said his name.
I know.
But
I'm
now
not nerd enough.
You are not nerd enough, but neither am I. So
I've been wanting to rewatch Lord of the Rings with my kids.
You know, here's the funny thing. I know Lord of the Rings must be pretty popular because I know some girls come up to me and ask me if I was watching it, and there's people that
watch
I would
what?
never thought Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings. Okay.
There are two people that I would think would never do anything sci-fi because they don't know anything about sci-fi, but they're like,
oh.
You don't watch Lord of the Rings? It's like, who does? But they do. Apparently, they do.
It's been a long
does.
time. I mean, like, because recently, when they say Lord of the Rings, do you mean the Rings of Power? Because it just came.
They're watching the Rings of Power, but they did
okay.
see the Lord of the Rings too. That's the thing. They watched all that, and they already knew all that. I'm thinking the only reason all that's popular is because that dragon show. We're gonna say it that way.
The Dragon Show. I know it wasn't immediately.
You
the
do.
Game of Thrones, like
they're
the
Game
Dragon
of Thrones,
Show.
but I'm going to the Dragon Show. They watch that Dragon Show. It's like that Wizard Kids show.
Actually, I only started watching the Wizard Kids show.
Well, I think it depends on the genres you like. I mean, how can you define your nerdiness? Because
nowadays it's tough.
Some people like us, me, you, we're space, we're Star Wars, we're Star Trek, time travel and stuff. I'm not really the old world. I don't do Middle Earth, okay? Yeah. But some people only do Middle Earth, and they don't want to watch Star Trek and stuff. They want to just see old world stuff.
That's interesting. You're right. Know? Yeah, like some people only watch Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. How do you like them apples?
Yeah.
You know?
It's like if somebody invites me to come play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm going to be Mr. Spock.
That's I have a joke for you. I know you're not on Facebook a lot, right? But you probably heard like, hey, I send you
on Facebook at all.
Yeah. So people like to say even on any kind of social media platform, hey, send you a PM, send you a DM, and you know what those mean, right? PM and DM. So I want to put a tweet out there or a Facebook post like, hey, I just recently find out people are not sending over dungeon masters and prime ministers. Like, you can't put out these initials out there and like just expect me to know what the hell that means, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's direct message to you is a dungeon master to me.
Yeah.
Like, why would this person send a person a dungeon master? Are they playing
exactly? Well, that's the funny thing. It's when you see all those memes. And the Dungeons and Dragons memes always say, when your DM says this and your DM's other people, like young kids, are probably looking at it like,
what is direct message?
Why is this a direct message?
Before I said prime minister, right? I said prime median. To my wife, like, why are people sending these prime medians to another person? What the hell are they talking about? Private message. You want me just like, it's really funny? The fitness center, LA Fitness, right? I've been saying La Fitness every single time. Because why would you say suddenly it's not L.A.Fitness, it's La Fitness. But people say LA Fitness.
I say LA Fitness.
So how come it's not 2-4 hour?
Hey.
2-4 hour fitness, else. You know?
I don't know. It's La Fitness.
La Fitness.
I'm going to start calling it La Fitness.
Yeah, La Fitness.
It's La Fitness. So, what y'all doing? Y'all go down to La Fitness?
You go to La Fitness? Yes. So, talk about nerdiness, right? We're liking John Carter. Oh, almost did it again. John Carter movie make you a nerd? This is a science fiction action, right?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi action.
Thriller adventure. It's adventure, not thriller, but like an adventure movie.
It's an adventure movie. It's an epic movie. It's a good movie. I like the movie. I think it's nerdy. I mean, they should have made more. That should have been a series.
It should have been a TV show.
No.
It could have been a TV show.
It could have been a TV show. And I mean, with Disney Plus now, I'm surprised it's not a TV show.
because it flopped, right? Let me
Because
see.
they are turning everything. No, they don't care if it flops. They're turning everything in TV show.
It's okay. The
The
budget was
problem is it
300
flopped.
million.
The problem is it flopped because nobody knew what it was. If somebody knew that, hey, this is good. Everybody else, I don't know what they're watching when John Carter come out. I guess the Avengers. I mean,
Avengers did come out in 2012.
so yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the $1 billion movie right there.
Yeah. Oh well, it made the money back
didn't even
for John
come
Carter.
close to $1 billion.
Yeah, well, that's because everybody was busy watching something else because it said John Carter. They're like, they probably thought it was a drama with a name like John Carter. It's like
Oh.
they're like, huh? Is that like Aaron Brockovich?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say like a biopic, right? When they do a biopic,
every
they
time-
use the
yeah.
real name of the
I mean,
person.
exactly. I mean, you see a movie called Abraham Lincoln, you know what it's about.
They don't even have to Abraham; they just have to say Lincoln,
Yeah,
and
Lincoln.
then they already know, like kind of like
They should
Ray.
have called maybe they should, yeah, Ray. I mean,
Yeah.
so everybody's like John Carter. I never heard of the guy.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna watch
No.
it.
If they would have said Princess of Mars, they'd been like, okay.
Oh, the
The
Princess of Mars
sci-fi,
sounds cool.
the sci-fi nerds would have known this is where we want to go.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a space movie, Shane.
Yeah, but if it was Princess of Mars, you would have right.
Yeah, Prince of Mars is like, it's kind of like Total Recall. I never seen trailers for this either. I just stopped watching the movie.
But oh well. I mean, we can't get too mad about it because I mean,
No.
like we said, there's tons of movies what we haven't seen, we're slowly seeing that are great that nobody saw.
Yeah, well, I know. We just name a few.
All because a movie doesn't do very good at the theaters doesn't mean it's not a great movie.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
really
not
funny now. And I
It's
think
just
about
not what the most people on Earth are interested in. But most people on Earth weren't interested in Star Trek, but it's a great movie, TV show too.
Yes. Oh, I highly agree.
So yeah, all because tons of people go see something doesn't make it great. I've seen a lot of movies, like most movies that won Academy Awards, suck.
I still haven't seen Revenant. I still haven't seen a lot of Academy. I still haven't seen the Gangs of New York.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, like just a lot of Academy.
I'm sure those are
Award
good. I guess I shouldn't hate on them that much, but I'm just saying, they think,
But you know what? The Academy Awards is a way to persuade the voters anyway, so it's not really
Yeah, well,
worth
it's
it.
mainly for actors, anyways. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you're the best actor, and you made the best movie according to actors. I'm like, actors don't have to pay to go see movies, so that's why they give awards to crappy ass movies.
I told you about this thing. Like, I don't like it when they have award shows for like TV shows and whatever, right? Because
Yeah,
if you think about it, acting is just their job, but they
Yeah,
get
it's their
recognized for it for
I
doing a
know.
good job.
I never got an award for
Yeah.
what my job.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Shane,
Thank you.
come to the still. Let's say you are the best
They
person
should.
here.
Even though some companies do that, but not
Well, they
all
give you
companies do
little
that.
things, but
Yeah, like
I mean,
hey,
we don't get on TV and do a big award ceremony.
yeah. Well, they don't have to, but like it's some way for like a ceremony to recognize all the employees or something. You know?
Yeah.
They
Well,
just-
that's actually too much for me in my job. I'm
The
like,
milestone.
I don't really want to get recognized. To be honest
Yeah,
with you.
if you think about it, like going to the Academy Awards sucks. Like, man, not have to show up to this show.
Yeah, it's like I got to show up. To
You
do
know what's really
this and get
funny?
this award and look nice and.
I'm not
act
even
cool.
sure we talk about it, right? 'Cause, talk about Henry Cavill or Cavill. I don't know how you pronounce it correctly.
Yeah. Superman, just go with Superman.
Unless,
I know who it
if you think about it, unless he's promoting the movie he's in, you never see him in those award shows. Have you noticed that? You don't see him like, oh, here's Henry Cavill.
Well, there's a lot of actors, though, but a
They
lot of people
don't.
don't know who. A lot of people probably don't know who he is, because most actors they don't want to do superhero movies or stuff like that. They don't want to do the
you're
kind
right.
of movies he does, So they're like, who's this guy?
Like,
Oh, he's the guy who plays Superman.
like Gary
I
Oldman
played-
is not
yeah.
in like those.
Exactly, because
award
you'll see
shows.
you'll hear a lot of actors go, "Well, I did this." I'm like, most of America doesn't even know who you are or what you've done, but everybody knows who this British guy that plays Superman is.
Yeah, he's a
'cause
British
Superman.
guy. I go like, I don't think he's American. Yeah, he's British.
No, he's British, but he did play what was it? What is his name? Napoleon Solo.
Napoleon Solo.
Yeah, because we haven't watched The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh, yes, let's do that next week because this is another movie you recommended me. So I'm going to tell you right
Yeah.
now, we're going to do that next week.
It's a spy movie. It's like kind of got like James Bond.
James Bond and Mission Impossible.
Yeah, mixed together. Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Ooh, mixed together.
Yeah, well, why not?
It was based
It's
on a
shaken-
TV
it's-
show, right?
It's shaken, not stirred. Yes, it was a TV show from the 60s.
Oh, okay. The Men from Uncle. Because it's which ironic when you say this mixed together, because Henry Cavill is also in Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I never saw that, but that's cool.
That's a good one. That is a
I
really
hear
good Mission
it's a good
Impossible
one. I'll
movie.
probably have to go watch that one.
Yeah, that one is really good. It's like suddenly they got Iron Man writers or something. I don't know. Like the same thing I said about Frozen.
Well, as long as it's not Iron Man 3 writers, that'd be all right.
Oh yeah, it's not Iron Man 3 writers. But majority of the MCU, like the 90% of the MCU is like, oh, Fallout is.
I don't know
really
how many Mission Impossibles have they made?
1, 2, 3. Rogue Nation, Ghost Protocol, 6.
Wow.
6 so far.
Let me put it this way: if you make 6 of them, one of them's bound to be pretty good.
There's gonna be 2 of that's they shooting one back to back. It's coming out next summer, and Tom Cruise is getting an age up there where he's now like, dude.
I don't think he is. I just think he's still sleeping in an oxygen capsule.
You and Jackie Chan's gonna have to quit sometime. Sometime you guys gonna have to quit.
Yeah.
I mean, you could direct the stuff like, hey, you know what looks good, right? And what's really cool.
Well, I don't know if they really had to quit. I don't think Tom Cruise looks like he's gonna quit anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, he still looks like he's 30.
Yes, in Top Gun he does. See? He's like an Asian guy. Me and Heather, I was watching this Hong Kong produced movie, right? And I know one of the pop stars is an actor. He's 52. And we were like, during that movie, right? And I asked Heather, like, hey, how old do you guys think this guy looks? And she's just looking at him kind of hard, right? Like, he looks kind of young. He looks like he's 38. I'm like, he's 52.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
I want that too.
Because, like, okay, so you know how it's kind of like those things like when they show high school scenes, high school movies, they're trying to get those actors who look like they're teenagers, right? To be in those because they don't want to pay for the overtime and child labor laws and things like that. So how do you remember in the first Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio, right? He plays like a 14, 15-year-old kid in high school or 16. How old did you think he was when he was shooting that movie? Ralph Macchio. Just guess.
20.
20? 21? He was 23. Yeah. That looks like a 15-year-old.
It's pretty good.
And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty good. The Hollywood probably thought like, well, dude, we hit the gold mine. We don't have to pay him overtime. He's only 23, but he looks 15.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you really probably don't want really young people playing the characters if you don't have to.
Yes, you don't have to because you have to pay him overtime after 5 hours. I'm like, damn. That's
it's
why
not just that. Yeah. I think you want them to be able to work. They'll probably do a better job of work too.
Yeah.
Be on time. Come on, you don't want to hire a bunch of teenagers.
And yet, it depends on the
be like, I don't feel like coming in. I don't want to get up this morning to go work.
Right, that too. But I think that's why, like, you haven't seen Cobra Kai, right? Which is awesome, by the way. Like Ralph Macchio, he still looks kind of young. He's like 62 now. He's got to be 60.
He has to if he looked that young then.
Because when you say Tom Cruise in a tank, right? Maybe Ralph Macchio's in the next tank.
He might be. Everybody's got these tanks. So where do we get one of these tanks?
And Paul Rudd is on the tank. Like they go to the same tank. Enterprise situation deal that they're going on. Like instead of massages,
they probably freeze them. They probably freeze themselves.
They have Star Wars technology.
Or they're like, hey, they got a vodka tank. It's either that or hey, in Aliens where they freeze them. They're like, just put us in deep freeze.
Maybe that's what they do. Like every time they're out, right? They're not in that freeze. Yep. Oh, okay, I'm going home now, and then they froze.
Yeah, they're in the Demolition Man tank.
I was gonna say the Demolition tank. They just get ice. They get Austin powered.
Yeah, Austin powered.
They're coming up. That ice tank.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, that's why you only see them when they work on a movie on promotions because when they do promotions, they're on the movie set anyway.
Yeah, as soon as they get out, because every time Tom Cruise wakes up, they got to tell him what year it is and who the president of the United States is.
It's like, is it Tuesday? No, well, your Tuesday was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's Thursday now. It's 26 days later.
Yeah, and it's the year 2022, by the way.
Okay, it's still the same year, right? Yes, so far. Good. Okay, good. Next time I'm going too long, beat me.
And they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you're dating so and so. We made it all up. You're not really seeing these people.
Okay, we just strictly talking about Tom Cruise right now, right?
We are.
Okay, good.
All right, let's move on.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
We don't want to talk about. We don't want to talk about too much about Tom Cruise because we don't want our show banned in Germany.
Or maybe this is the kind of stuff they would play in Germany.
No, because they don't like Tom Cruise too much in Germany.
Yo, but then we're making fun of him right now.
Oh, okay. Are we? Because I don't know.
I want to say yes.
This tank could be real.
I mean, but then we didn't know that, right? We're just basically making fun.
Tom Cruise could be sitting here watching us and go, those suckers.
They're gonna die tomorrow. No more donut number 2 for you.
Oh, I'll be all right. Hey, I do not believe in this tank at all.
I want to believe in it Because I think it's such a cool idea. It could heal your
I
body
believe
within
it.
hours.
I believe it. Come on, you know it's real.
It's so good. It's just
come
underwater
on.
thing. I want to say that Michael Jackson uses it.
Or he did.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, so it is real.
Well, I didn't say that.
You know that. This guy.
I don't know it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me make sure I do it. Yeah, this guy knows.
Yeah, that guy over there knows. I don't know nothing. I know nothing.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know how that science work anyway.
I don't even know. Some days I don't even know my birthday.
So what was the other thing that make you intrigue me to watch John Carter? Besides that, it was a good movie.
What intrigued me to tell you to watch this movie?
Yeah.
Because we needed a movie to watch that nobody else has seen, and we should promote it.
Oh, okay.
Come on, a lot of people are messing out not seeing this movie.
I agree.
Because I know a lot of people say there's just some people that love a lot of movies. You go, oh, did you see John Carter? Oh yes, I love that movie. I don't know why it wasn't popular. I like my cousin did that. He's like, I said, did you see? Oh yeah, I did see that. I don't understand why nobody else saw that.
Oh, your cousin saw it too.
Yeah.
Huh. It's really funny. One of the other person that I probably know that's seen this movie is probably Cody.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. He probably told you to see it and you didn't.
Yeah, he might have. He was like, oh, John Carter.
Yeah, it's probably on a big giant list of movies he told you to go see you haven't seen. Because he's seen a lot of movies.
I know. Sometimes you've probably seen a lot of movies that I have not seen. And this got to be one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, come on. It was kind of hard to miss. It was a big movie.
Oh, it is a big budget movie.
It's just nobody went to the theater to see it.
And I'm surprised. Like, let's just say it's not the title, right? Maybe it was the time that they released it. When we wasn't.
I don't know what it came up against. And there was probably something more important to go watch. Maybe it was a Tom Cruise movie. It's probably Mission Impossible. You're busy going to see Mission Impossible.
Let me see when it released. Released on we released on February 22nd.
Oh, bad month.
Yeah, it is. But then it just says LA though. But then United States, it says March 9th.
Okay.
Let's see, March 9th, 2012 movie releases. Because I want to know. Let's see.
I do too.
Okay, John Carter came out. Silent House, 1,000 Words, The Decoy Bride. Footnote, Salmon Fishing in the Yemen. That is a movie called Salmon Fishing in the Yemen.
And that's a great movie, by the way.
The Salt of Life. Payback.
So nothing.
Playback. Oh, yeah. So nothing.
So it didn't really come up against nothing. Maybe there was a big movie came out the week before or after.
Oh, week before. So that would be March 2nd.
There had to be something else playing.
88 minutes. That's that JJ. Is it JJ Abrams? No, that's I can't remember what 80. 90. There's another movie called 94 minutes.
Wow, really?
120 minutes. The Snowtown Murderers. Let the Bullets Fly. That's a Chinese movie.
I guess people just didn't want to see it because I never heard any of this crap.
Yeah, me neither. What the heck is this? Oh, 88 minutes called Project X. Huh.
Okay. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess people just weren't watching movies that week.
Did the Hunger Games? 21 Jump Street came out March 16th, but that's after the week after. The Lorax came out on March 2nd.
Okay, that don't mean too much to me either.
It's just what the Lorax, right? It's from Dr. Seuss. Yeah,
Dr. Seuss. Blah blah blah. Cat in the Hat.
You know what? Some of these stuff that we can't explain. I think another one I have never seen is the Sahara, right, with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, you never seen that?
I never seen that.
Okay. Some people don't like it. There is some people who've seen it and doesn't like it.
Oh.
I think the problem with it got bad reviews because I think people thought it was going to be one movie, be a certain type of movie, and they went and saw it. Same with me. I thought it was going to be about something else. I actually thought it was a romance movie. Didn't want to see it at all.
Oh.
That's why I like it. I think there's a lot of people that saw the movie and thought saw the trailer, thought it was going to be like an Indiana Jones or something, blah, blah, blah. Went and saw it, and they're like,
So the trailer kind of threw you off then?
No, it threw them off, not me.
Oh.
I saw the trailer and I thought it was a romantic movie. I didn't want to see it. Then somebody told me, well, you should see this because it's actually pretty good. And I saw it. I was like, okay. So I already went into the movie with bad expectations in it.
Oh, that's better. That's one of the best ways.
Yeah. It was mainly like Passengers for me.
Oh.
So I went into it thinking it's going to suck, and it was better than I thought it would be.
So when you talk about how the trailers is different from what you expected in the movie, one of the movies always come in mind for me, it was Zoolander.
Oh yeah, Zoolander.
Zoolander trailer, right? It makes me like a spy action movie, but when you watch it, like, oh, this is not what this is at all. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I just saw the actors. I thought this is gonna be funny.
You've seen
Stupid.
Zoolander, right?
Yeah, I've seen
To
Zoolander.
this day, I cannot listen to that Ram song, "Wake Me Up Before You Go," without thinking about Zoolander.
I can't either.
Without saying orange mocha frappuccino. I
What?
cannot stop. Like, every time that song comes on, I have to say that. And in these certain ways, they see it in Zoolander. You know what you need? Orange mocha frappuccino. and Ben Stiller
just-
just like,
Okay, you just ruined our show right there. You know, the sad thing is the only thing I don't ever think about that. When I hear the song, I do think about Zoolander, but I think of those guys get blown up the gas station.
oh, I do too. That's the part
That's
after.
the best. That's the best. Scene.
After they drive really carelessly in the Jeep, right? You know, they're hanging outside the bars and dancing and stuff. And then they blew themselves up in the gas station. It's like, it's so funny because that guy was Asian too, the one who liked the lighter.
Okay, so never hang out with an Asian model at a gas station because you're gonna die.
It's just the thing of, like, they make fun of, you know, obviously pretty looking people are stupid.
And they are. That's why we're so smart.
I'm surprised to this day when they probably sell it. I just have been looking for it. When Derek Zoolander wear that shirt, I was stupid. That shirt doesn't sell. I'm pretty sure Amazon sells it. Like,
I'm
someone's
sure
gonna print
somebody.
this somewhere. Like,
Somebody's
I
gonna
was
print it.
stupid.
They printed everything else that we got.
They do. Yep. So, you know, that's why they're $22. You know, not like this shirt. You know, it's not.
Yeah, too bad we don't have
$22.
one of us isn't wearing a John Carter shirt.
Is there any merchandising?
I don't think there is. I think they wanted to, but I don't think that just didn't happen.
So I'm gonna.
Hey, look it up. Look it up. Is there John Carter toys? I bet you there is John Carter
John
play
Carter
sets and stuff.
toys.
Because I feel like this was going to be Disney's other Star
Oh.
Wars. Okay, so
I
there's
see.
something.
There's some toys on here that I'm seeing. Wait, is this John Carter? It looks like a Wiggler Spartan person. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a
It's John
1/6
Carter toys?
figure.
Wow.
Yeah, but this person's not John Carter.
Who is it?
Okay, so I'm looking at this up, right? But on the lower right corner it's John Carter. But I guess this is based from the book instead of the movie because the hair is different.
Oh,
And it says Edgar Rice Burroughs, John Carter of Mars.
okay.
And the John Carter, the symbol, like the way they did this symbol, it looks really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
John.
something
Why
else.
didn't they name it John Carter of Mars?
I don't know. Maybe that's the next story
He looked
that
like
we didn't get to see.
He looked like a Spartan.
Maybe we didn't get the next. Maybe that's the next installment. Maybe somebody made a sequel and we didn't see it.
Huh. Maybe
It
they
is a
did.
comic book series.
Yeah, they should, right? Like, if they don't, it's kind of like Vanilla Ice. He just keep trying. Some of these movies should just keep trying. Like, hey,
Vanilla
Colin,
Ice keeps trying.
just keep trying.
What is Vanilla Ice? Did he keep trying?
He kept trying. He just have an album recently out. You didn't know this?
Really? No.
Ever since the first album To the Extreme, right? He always have albums coming out. Even to this day, he still have albums coming out.
But nobody listens to him.
Oh, I don't know. If there's nobody listening to him, he will stop producing them, right?
Would
Someone
he?
out there is still
Would he?
producing Vanilla Ice albums.
Well, I mean,
You know?
I guess he's got
That's
his
the
fans.
dedication.
That's sure. I mean, little train it could.
I only knew that because my tattoo artist, he's a
Yeah.
huge Vanilla Ice fan. He met him, right? Because, like, I was going on his Instagram
Yeah,
to
who
check out his
hasn't?
work. I don't.
I mean, that's the thing. I know a lot of people. They always tell me, "Oh, I met Vanilla. I met him. I'm like, I know so many people that's met the guy."
Hey,
I'm like,
I haven't met him. Have you met Vanilla
Oh.
Ice? There's two of us right there.
okay, I haven't. I really don't want to because
Over two.
Because it seems so lame when somebody goes, "Oh yeah, I met him." I knew somebody said, "Oh, I went to school with him." He's from Texas, by the way.
Oh, is he from Texas?
Well, he's from Florida, I think, but he went to school here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, up there in the Dallas area, I think.
I'm gonna
This
tell
was-
you
was-
right
That's some
now.
person. Oh yeah, I went to school with.
I'm
the
gonna
guy."
tell you right now, and I'll put this out there for anyone who listens. I would like to meet Vanilla Ice.
Okay, well,
Okay.
you should.
You know why? Because he danced with the Ninja Turtles. Okay? Go
Okay.
Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Go. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I'm not knocking Vanilla
Oh,
Ice.
okay,
I mean,
yeah.
come on. Who didn't listen to Ice Ice Baby? way
Yeah,
back
like,
in the
who
day?
didn't? You know,
I
it's really
mean, if
funny.
you did, I mean, they played it everywhere.
You know, it's really funny. my Jesse, right, the tattoo artist, he tells me he talks to his son, right? His son is 16. He's like why is Vanilla Ice still having an album? Well, like, I think and then he told me, like, son, I think this is working because Vanilla Ice and you're only 16. Why the hell would you know about Vanilla Ice? Then he tells me his son listened to this band like Lord of something, right? I can't even remember the name now.
Lord of Acid.
Oh, I don't know. Is it recent? Is it like a new?
No, I don't know. I'm just
yeah.
Lord is something. There's a whole bunch of Lord something.
But like whatever it was, right? He told me twice, and I couldn't remember the name of it. But I know Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, that's like. Does anybody even remember MC Hammer? I mean,
Vanilla Ice is like bigger than MC Hammer. I think there's more people that knows about Vanilla Ice than MC
because so many of those old guys just disappeared.
Yeah,
but everybody knows Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, like they wore the same kind of pants, but I don't know. Everybody just know Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, everybody knows Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, because he was a white rapper trying to make it. There's not a lot of those.
No, and nobody ever said he really made it, but he must have did something because everybody knows who he is.
I love this episode so much now because we derailed so much, right? From talking about John Carter's of Mars and all the way now to Vanilla Ice. Like, I don't even see the connection.
It's just like our bodies are laying somewhere else as we travel through movie.
What is that saying? 7 degrees of separation, right? Or is it 6?
Yeah, I don't know. 6,
no,
I think it's 6.
We're separated anxiety of separation. I don't know what it is now. We just go down this trail and we talk about things that
we jumped down that rabbit hole and it turned into an anthill.
So I guess right now, this is a good time to wrap it up.
Well, I'm curious though. I want to ask about the Pac-Man in the background. What's that? What's up?
Oh, I got this from there's a store called Five Below. Yeah. You ever heard of it? Everything is like, $5.
Yeah, I've heard of Five Below.
And I found it there. So like, I like Pac-Man, so I bought it.
But is that the Pac-Man from Pixels?
No, it's just Pac-Man the video game.
Oh, it looks like the Pac-Man that you see in the movie Pixels.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's what it looks like digitized,
Whatever.
But it looks really good because my light actually shines on it, so it looks really cool. Sure. It's not on. I mean, like, you could put batteries in it and it's a light.
Oh.
Yeah.
But now that sounds awesome.
Yeah, you put batteries in it. I just haven't gotten time to because I just bought it like a few days ago. I saw it Five Below.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Excuses.
Well, I say we could wrap it up here today. And we already announced what we're going to be doing for the next movie is The Man from U.N.C.L.E. So we'll see you guys on the next one.
Cool.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.